Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are unpacking a seriously fascinating piece of research. It's a direct, head-to-head comparison between two completely different work environments. We've got Cognizant in the IT space and SRG Apparels over in garment manufacturing. We're going to see exactly how these two distinct worlds approach human resources.
So think about this for just a second. What does a software engineer, writing code in a quiet, climate-controlled office, actually share with a garment worker managing heavy machinery on a super bustling production floor? Literally, at first glance, you think absolutely nothing, right? Their daily lives, their needs, how they're managed, it should all be entirely different. But as we dig into the data from these employee interviews, we are going to uncover some wild common ground.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our path for today. 1. A tale of two industries. 2. Approaches to employee training. 3. Driving motivation and performance. 4. Navigating culture and conflict. And 5. Universal truths in HR. Section 1. A tale of two industries. All right, so on one side, we have Cognizant. This is a massive, multinational IT and consulting environment. Picture this: quiet, screen-lit desks, probably fueled by copious amounts of coffee, where the entire focus of the business model is on innovation, continuous learning, and long-term career development. Basically, the mind is the primary tool. Then, on the totally opposite side, we have SRG Apparels. This is an export-driven garment manufacturing floor. It is loud, it's bustling, and it operates on rigid clockwork. Here, the priorities shift entirely to production efficiency, strict discipline, and, above all else, workplace safety. It's an environment where physical coordination and precision are absolutely paramount.
Section 2. Approaches to employee training.
It is genuinely fascinating to see how these vastly different environments dictate trainment. I mean, at Cognizant, HR has to cultivate these adaptable, highly communicative minds. So naturally, their training relies heavily on technical skill updates, online certifications, soft skill development, and mentorship. It's very cognitive. It's relational. SRG Apparels, however, well, they need precise, highly safe hands. So their training programs are completely grounded in the physical reality of the floor. We're talking machine handling, strict quality control, rigorous safety measures, and very specific production techniques. Now, we have to remember, training isn't just about learning for the fun of it. It's actually about survival for these specific business models. For Cognizant, the ultimate outcome of all that mentorship and certification is improved knowledge, better communication, and elevated overall work performance, which is exactly what you need when you're selling consulting services. But for SRG, the training outcomes are highly tangible. It's about improved daily productivity and, crucially, a reduction in physical errors. That directly impacts the bottom line and, more importantly, keeps the workers safe. Section 3. Driving motivation and performance. Now, what's really interesting about this data is how it breaks down rewards. Looking at the financial structures, things are pretty tailored to the industry norm, as you'd expect. Cognizant relies on larger salary packages, incentives, and health benefits, while SRG utilizes hourly wages, specific attendance incentives, because they need that production line fully staffed, and bonuses. But take a look at the emotional rewards. This is the crazy part. Despite the vast differences in their daily tasks, employees in both sectors crave the exact same things. They want job security, career growth, and crucially, actual appreciation and recognition from their supervisors and managers. Section 4. Navigating culture and conflict.
If you've ever worked a remote or hybrid job, you know that flexibility is basically everything. And that's exactly the culture over at Cognizant. They foster a positive vibe through teamwork, flexible work options, and dedicated employee engagement activities. It's highly adaptable. But SRG Apparels, they simply cannot offer that kind of flexibility. A manufacturing line requires everyone to be present at the exact same time, pulling in the same direction. So their culture is firmly rooted in production floor discipline, highly structured teamwork, and unbreakable workplace safety rules.
And yet, when conflict inevitably arises, the solutions look remarkably similar. At Cognizant, workplace issues are mediated through open communication and dedicated HR support. Over at SRG Apparels, conflicts on the floor are handled by supervisors stepping in directly to facilitate a discussion and reach mutual understanding. So, despite the rigid rules of the factory floor versus the flexible nature of the IT office, both organizations rely almost entirely on face-to-face human discussion to resolve their problems.
The research also highlights some absolute triumphs in both of these settings. The standout success at Cognizant is, without a doubt, their commitment to continuous learning opportunities. They are fantastic at keeping their workforce intellectually sharp.
In contrast, the most impressive takeaway from SRG Apparels is their unwavering dedication to employee safety measures and the tight-knit teamwork required to actually execute on that floor safely day in and day out.
But, there's always room to grow. Nobody's perfect. The employee interviews revealed that Cognizant really struggles with intense work pressure during heavy project deadlines. It's that classic IT burnout risk. SRG Apparels, on the flip side, excels at immediate safety training, but they could significantly improve by offering more long-term skill development programs for their workers. They need to give their people a clearer path to advance.
Section 5. Universal Truths in HR. So, the absolute crucial takeaway that the researchers noted from all these interviews is this: employee motivation is not strictly tied to the numbers on a bank statement. It's just not. Fundamental human needs are what actually drive satisfaction, and that's true whether you are wearing a hard hat or a pair of noise-canceling headphones. It boils down to a shared foundation of satisfaction. Every single employee interviewed, across both IT and manufacturing, fundamentally wanted the exact same 4 things. Number 1, they want their hard work to be recognized and appreciated by their bosses. Number 2, they want to know there are actual opportunities to grow and improve their standing. Number 3, they want meaningful support when they face challenges. And number 4, they want to exist in a work environment that is genuinely healthy, safe, and positive. All of this leads us to a simple but honestly profound quote from the research. Quote, "Good HR practices improve employee satisfaction and organizational performance." End quote. Whether it's making sure a machine operator knows how to safely handle heavy equipment, or making sure a software coder has the right mentorship to learn a new programming language, effective human resources is literally the invisible engine driving the entire organization forward.
We have seen exactly what motivates the employees at Cognizant and SRG Apparels. Now, I want to leave you with this. Take a second and think about your own day-to-day life. Beyond the paycheck, what truly motivates you in your own workplace? Is it the recognition? Is it the chance to learn something new? Identifying that for yourself is really the first step to finding true satisfaction in whatever industry you happen to call home. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.